with the CSS. Am I right? So could anyone have you guys done your assignment, yesterday's assignment? Shahrukh, have you done the assignment?
I'm practicing HTML, so CSS part I have not done it.
Okay, okay, okay. Any others? Yazir? Okay, any others? Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, not an issue. So we will let's start with Bootstrap today. Okay, because we can't spend much time in core CSS. Anyway, for a application developer, that much knowledge is enough. Uh, Going forward, you can also have some lot of exercises on working with HTML and CSS. It will definitely make you give a lot of experience on that. So let's introduce Bootstrap today. Okay, so Bootstrap, what is Bootstrap? So Bootstrap is a framework. Okay, it's a very popular framework. It's a mobile responsive framework which has CSS. So what is mean by a framework, guys? Could you please tell me, anyone? What is mean by a framework?
So your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking.
No, it is clear and no issues.
Okay.
Framework, if we say it is a ready-made structured available for development.
Yeah, absolutely right. Then what else it will be there in a framework?
um, Libraries and uh,
Yeah,
folders structure will be predefined.
yeah. So, a framework is nothing but, as Shahrukh rightly said, it will have some predefined libraries. Okay. So, whatever framework, for example, we will have a lot of frameworks which will be available in CSS or programming, whatever programming, PHP, Python, .NET, whatever Java. So in every technology, there will be some frameworks are available. Okay, so that is making us to build something quickly. Okay, some ready-made templates or some ready-made functions, predefined functions will be there. So simply what we can do, we can simply call that function and we can achieve the results. Okay, quickly. So that is the help of the framework. So now we are, according to our curriculum, we are going to have Bootstrap framework. That is a part of a CSS completely, CSS framework, and also it has JavaScript framework also. So both the yeah, so CSS having, yeah, Bootstrap having CSS and JavaScript both combined framework. Okay, so uh, usually what we will do is in a framework we will, so there will be some libraries. What we want to do is we want to include that those libraries in our system. Okay, that is the usual methodology to have a framework. So if you, for example, the CSS framework, JavaScript frameworks. So jQuery is one of the JavaScript frameworks. Okay, jQuery, EC scripts, and then React JS. So all these scripts are JavaScript
Sir,
framework. Yeah, tell me.
repeat once again. Like bootstrap, something you told. It is actually my voice is network is I think not good. That's what it is break.
Okay. Now, do you want any support? What we need to do?
Can you repeat once again what you told because it is breaking for me. Now it is clear. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, is this Zahir?
Yes, sir, Zahir.
Yeah, okay. So Zahir, nothing. We just we were talking about the framework. Okay. So framework is nothing but it's a yeah. I'm sorry. Lot of noises are coming from someone's end. Could you please put mute if you are not talking? Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. So, Zahir, we were talking about framework. Okay. So, framework is nothing but it's a predefined set of functions. Okay. So, we may call it as a library. For example, jQuery is a library of JavaScript. So, like React.js, EC scripts, whatever. So all those things are JavaScript's libraries. So similarly, yeah, similarly in CSS also we are having a lot of frameworks like Less framework, Bootstrap framework. So a lot of many other frameworks also there. Okay, so now we are going to see the Bootstrap framework. So Bootstrap is nothing but it's a CSS based framework. So which can be helpful for us to build a custom web layouts. Okay, web layouts. That is very important. Web layouts. It helps us to create multiple web layouts quickly without doing any coding. Any coding in the sense we don't want to write any custom code. Okay, so we want to follow some structures and some standards. If we follow the structures and standards of particular framework, we can achieve the results quickly. For example, what we have done in the last classes, we have started working with the HTML. We have written all the tags and everything, and also we were writing the styles for all the HTML elements. Okay, and also still it wasn't a complete structure with a for a web page. Okay, but in the Bootstrap like framework, what we can do is we can simply write the HTML elements, whatever we have learned so far, the input form elements or table elements or whatever the other HTML elements. What we can do is Bootstrap has two things. One is Bootstrap has some custom classes. So what we can do is we can we can include Bootstrap libraries in our page. That is the step number one. We need to include, already I have told you how to include a external or internal libraries or CSS files or JavaScript files, any files. How should we include a file in our web page? That already we have discussed. Anyway, I will tell you how to include those libraries in our web page. Okay, so that is the one thing. So by including the libraries, what we can do is we can simply write our HTML tags and we can add some classes. So yesterday also when we were seeing that CSS classes, we have written some class for that particular class. we have written lot of styles by our own, okay? But in Bootstrap like frameworks, we don't want to write any styles. We don't want to write any styles. Just we can call some classes, automatically it will give the styles, because whatever the libraries we have included, those libraries will have all the predefined functions and classes, everything together. So simply we can call
Hello. Sorry to interrupt. Are you sharing something on your screen?
no, I don't share anything, but I will share after this introduction, okay?
Yeah.
Is that fine?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So Bootstrap have all the predefined classes and functions. So what we are going to do is, just we are going to include a libraries, and then just we are going to call those classes. That's it. And the second way of Bootstrap framework, that is the thing. Bootstrap has some custom formats. How the, for example, if how the layout should be. For example, uh, so a page can have how many columns can have a page, web page.
Voice is getting dropped actually, sir.
My voice is not clear.
No, it's breaking in between.
Okay, 1 second. Now, Shahrukh, now how is it?
Still, I believe network issue from your end.
From my end?
Yeah.
My end network is good. 1 second, let me
The
put
voice is clear,
mute.
sir. Actually, you can hear it properly.
Now it is okay now.
Yeah, I have
Yes.
put. Yeah, 1 second.
In between is
Yeah,
like
yeah. Guys, please put mute yourself if you don't talk. Okay, if you want to talk, you can unmute and you can talk anything. Okay. So now I am just continuing. Just let me share my screen. Okay, so you can understand. Before that, I have installed. What is that? Okay, that we can do later. Yeah. So let me share my screen. Yeah. Okay. So I think my screen is visible. So let's directly go to the Bootstrap. Okay.
no sir, it is not visible and your voice is breaking actually.
Now what is this?
No, your
My,
it's not visible.
my voice is breaking.
Now it's okay, but in between it is breaking for all. Uh,
I think okay. Okay, guys, please put mute yourself. Let me try to speak. Yeah, can you able to see my screen, and also tell me if my voice is clear? Hello, my voice
no,
is clear.
no,
No,
yes.
sir. Not clear.
I don't know what is the issue. Shahrukh,
This
We
yeah,
is
can't
this
see your screen
screen
also.
is not shared.
yeah, is this clear, or is screen not an issue? Let me reshare once again.
Yeah, and
My
voice
voice
is
is clear or not?
no.
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 What to do? Mm,
So can you please disconnect and connect again back to meeting? Try
okay,
that.
okay, okay, sure, okay. Hello, guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My voice is clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, Shahrukh, could you please put mute for everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So let me share my screen so you can understand. I think my introduction about Bootstrap is fine. Okay. So just I'm just download Bootstrap. Okay. You just go to the. My screen is visible, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you simply type in Google Bootstrap download. Okay. So you will get bootstrap.com. Okay. Now, if you get into this page, there will be lot of things will be there. You can just go on visit everything like download content, browsers, JavaScript theming, and then layout, content, components. So these are the very important items in the Bootstrap framework. Okay. So no need to worry, guys. Bootstrap is a framework. Okay. We need to understand in that way only. Bootstrap is a framework. We need to bring Bootstrap framework in our local web pages. Okay. So what we should do is Bootstrap will have, for example, there are two ways is there. Okay. For example, two ways to include any framework, whatever the framework. For example, jQuery or Bootstrap, whatever the framework, to include those frameworks in our application, we can follow many of the methods. One is CDN. What is mean by CDN, guys? CDN. If you content delivery network, I think, right?
Delivery network.
Yeah. Okay. CDN. Okay. So CDN is very important in application development. Yeah. So every libraries, for example, jQuery or JavaScript or Bootstrap or whatever the libraries, everyone they will have some CDN. Okay, content delivery network. So that is nothing but some resources. We are just calling it without downloading. We are just getting it as an online resource. Okay. So yeah, let me tell you with the example so you can understand. Yeah, download source. If I click the download source, I will get downloaded that Bootstrap. Okay. Yeah. So just I have done the uh, yeah, unzip it. I have just unzipped it. Just now I have opened it. Okay, one second. Yeah, this is the one. So once you have downloaded the Bootstrap library from online, for example, here, if you download this download source, you will get the files like this: Bootstrap 4.3.1. So Bootstrap 2 was there earlier, and then Bootstrap 3, and then now Bootstrap latest version is Bootstrap 4. Okay, the major version. Okay, but the minor version is 4.3.1. So inside this Bootstrap, what you can find is you can find some JavaScript library functions and also some CSS libraries. Okay, just I'm just opening the folder. Yeah, you can find two folders. One is CSS and another one is JS. Okay, so for to have only CSS related items, yeah, let me tell you again once again. So under CSS, for example, under CSS, if you go and check, there will be lot of files are there. For example, Bootstrap, Bootstrap.css map, Bootstrap.min.css, Bootstrap grid. So many CSS files are there. Okay. So the primary files are two files are primary. That is Bootstrap.css, the first file, and then the bootstrap.min.css. Okay, so both are almost same only. Bootstrap.min is that is the light version of Bootstrap. Okay, you can understand in that way. So there will be yeah, two important files. So anyway, finally we are going to include any one file only. Okay, so so whenever we need, for example, if you are going to work with some other libraries like maps and all, you can get this bootstrap.css.map. Okay, so according to our requirement, we can pull the exact library, and we can call that library in our web page. But the primary library function is bootstrap.css only. Okay, another primary is bootstrap.min.css. So similarly, there will be multiple sources will available in JS file also. Bootstrap.bundle.js, bootstrap.js. One second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm getting a call. Yeah, not an issue. I'm just, yeah. Bootstrap.js, bootstrap.min.js. So anyhow, the primary file will be bootstrap.js or bootstrap.min.js. Okay. So what we can do is, we have now downloaded the source. Okay. So today's class is very important, guys. Please understand. If you have any queries also, you can ask later after this explanation. Okay. So Bootstrap, any one source you need to use. Yo, who is that? Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah. So you need to, yeah, now we have downloaded the library files in our local folder. Okay. So this is the one way. For example, what we can do is, we can keep these files in our web page folder, and then what we should do is, we should call these libraries in our web page. Okay, so this is the one method. And another method is, that is the CDN method. Okay, if you go and check any yeah, you go and check a CDN URL, you will be finding various CDN URLs. It may be from Bootstrap. So but the source will come from different website. That is the difference. Okay, so if you download the source and if you are keeping in your local folder, it will be there for every time. Whenever you are going to work with your application, in your local folder itself, your libraries, whatever the Bootstrap JS or Bootstrap CSS, it will be there. Okay, it will be there permanently. Okay, but if you are using the third party CDN kind of link, if you are using, for example, so this is the bootstrap cdn.com. Okay, if you find the URL cdn.com, if this bootstrap cdn.com is expired, just let's say the website is down, or they have they had some issues, at the time your site will not work. For that particular time, your site will not work. So always better to have any source from your local only. So that is very important instruction. So you can, but these are the known sources. So you can use the online link also. But the recommended way is, you must need to have all your sources in your application itself, not outside the application. That is very very important. For example, I'm just going to W3 schools. For example, let me tell you the Bootstrap library. Yeah, the CDN also, it will be there in, I think, yeah. If there is no CDN also, not an issue, we can call it directly, just to show you. Okay, so yeah, here you can find max CDN. Okay, so these are the CDN external calls, guys. Okay, the first one is, what is that? Bootstrap.min.css, and then jQuery min.js, because jQuery is the dependent. This Bootstrap JS is a dependent of jQuery. So that is why they have included jQuery library also. Okay, so very simple way. If you start working with the Bootstrap, you need to just go and just open a file, HTML file, whatever. Just open a file. Just I am saving it as Bootstrap. Okay, under the pages, Bootstrap. Okay, just save as a HTML file. .html. Okay. Now simply you just include those external libraries of Bootstrap. Okay, these are the three things. Even the comments we don't want. Just include these 3 lines. First one is bootstrap.css. So usually the method is we should call the CSS first, the JS next. That is the ordering. Okay. First we should call CSS, then we should call JS. That is the universal ordering in the scripting call. Okay. So what now we have done is, okay, I think I have pasted here itself, not an issue. Okay, so guys, do you understand? So the difference is now we have called 3 libraries. That is, one is bootstrap.min.css and another one is bootstrap jQuery.min.js, and then the third one is bootstrap.min.js. So you can call this kind of CDN URLs. Okay, the second method is you have already downloaded. No, so what you can do is simply copy and paste this bootstrap.min.js and the bootstrap.min.css. Bootstrap.min.css. These 2 files only. You just copy and paste in your folder, in your working folder. Okay, the pages, under the pages. If you copy and paste inside the folder, yeah, 1 second, guys. Yeah, guys, give me a minute. I am getting some calls. It may be urgent. Yeah, 1 minute. Sorry, guys, some urgent call. Yeah. So what we need to do is only 3 lines. Okay. Either the URL will be the external one, but that is not recommended, or you can just copy that bootstrap.min.css and JS file in your local directory, and you can keep it inside in your application folder. Okay. Now you can start working. Now you can start working under this libraries. Okay, start working. So now we can go one by one, whatever the Bootstrap allows us to build a simple web development very quickly. Okay, for example, let's say if you see Yeah. So I'm just going to 1 second. Yeah, a lot of things are there in Bootstrap. Very simple. We can directly call everything. Yeah, 1 second. I'm just finding. Yeah. So this is the first example, guys. Okay. So you know what is div, you know what is h1, what is p tag, everything you know. Okay. So just I am copy and pasting in my web page. For example, under this, I'm just copy and I'm just pasting it. Okay. Let me tell you what is the code here. It has been written. Okay. So we have done. Yeah. So now. Here if you find some div is there. Okay, so everything we can look it at look out in inspect element. Okay, let me tell you. So now there is a simple div. Under that div there is one h1 for header tag, and then something is there for the description, short description. For example, you can write welcome to my web page, and then welcome to my web page. Okay, and then under that something some descriptions, whatever it can be. Okay, so and then Bootstrap has some unique layout div classes. Okay, so that those classes are very few things only. Okay, so that is the first one is container. So in a web page, for example, if you are developing a web page, okay, so in that web page multiple HTML elements will be there. Okay, but the primary HTML element will be the container. For example, that will be the overall container for the particular web page. Okay, so for that kind of container elements, it may be a div or it may be a section or whatever. It not only div. Okay, it may be a section also. So whenever we are starting with a web page, the primary first level div will be the container. Okay, and then the rows and columns will be there. Okay, so this is the basic structure of HTML Bootstrap. Okay, the first level will be the container, and then the second level div will be the row, and then the third level will be the columns. So columns can be how many? Yeah, n number of columns will be there, n number of rows will be there, but it should be aligned one by one properly. For example, if you see this div, I don't do anything. I just copied and pasted. So you also, but you should understand what it has been written. Okay, but you can call from anywhere the sources, but finally you should understand what it has been written in that HTML code. So this is a very simple HTML code. It has a container, that is the major div. This div starts here and this div is ending is at the last. So this is the end of the div. Okay, now and then what you are doing is you are just creating some rows with the three columns. For example, column number 1, this is the column number 1, this is the column number 2. So I think, guys, you yeah, very much you know about the rows and columns. Okay, for example, if anyone don't know about this, let's give some example with the Excel sheet. Excel will be the very basic at the rows and columns. For example, I am just giving column 1, column 2, This is for basics. Don't those who don't know about Excel even from other streams like mechanical or something. Okay, column 3. I'm just giving a, so this is one column. Okay, this is column number 2, the entire thing. Okay, this is the column number 3. Okay, so you can call all these as grids. For example, if you are having like a square type of including your rows, so all these are, for example, row 1, cell 1. Okay, so I'm just giving very basic because you must need to understand how the structure will be. The same structure will be in HTML also. Row 1, cell 2. Okay, so similarly this will be the row number 2. Okay, so similarly in HTML also we are for example in a web page. So what is the width of a web page, pa? For example, I'm just asking in a desktop. So the size is very important. You can also add some measure it or some add-on of Google Chrome. Okay, Google Chrome or Firefox, any browser. Okay, browsers are having lot of add-ons. For example, measure it. Okay, measure it is one of the add-on. Okay, I'm just downloading measure it for my Google Chrome. This is the extension. Just I'm adding to Google Chrome. Okay. Yeah, I think it has been added. Okay, so what I can do is by clicking this extension and measure it, if I click that, what I can do is I can measure the web page. For example, if you selected, there will be a cursor will be coming. For example, I'm just clicking the measure it now. Guys, can you able to find a cursor is there? Okay, plus symbol. So now you can drag and check. For example, you are selecting something. So it will show you the height and width. For example, 804 is the pixel, 800 pixel width and 466 pixel height. So this is the width and height of the element, whatever I have selected. Okay. So now what is the maximum size of the screen in a web page? In desktop I'm asking because in many devices the screen width and height will be definitely different. For example, the mobile screen width will be only 360 pixels, 360 or 400 pixels, but the desktop screen will be having width size will be more than 1200. It may be 1450 around. Okay, for example, I'm just selecting a measure it component. I just starts here at the corner of the web page and I am just covering the complete entire page. What is the width, guys? 1315. Okay, what is the height? Height will be around 750. Okay, 750 or 600. Okay, so based on the screen, okay, whatever your laptop or your tablet or your mobile devices, so the screen will have multiple various width and height. Okay, so we need to understand. So that is why in HTML also, when we are putting the columns, for example, the columns, I am so COL, so I already told you that Bootstrap will have predefined classes. So the container class is predefined with Bootstrap. The row class is predefined with Bootstrap. The column SM_4, this is predefined with Bootstrap. Okay, so how we need to separate the columns? For example, just check it 100 percentage. Okay, 100 percentage. Okay, so in this 100 percentage, how many columns? For example, I want 4 columns. I want 4 columns. 4 columns. Then one column will be, how many percentage will be one column? Can anyone tell me? Guys, are you there with me?
Yeah, 25.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely correct. 25 percentage. Okay. So this is logic. Okay, logical thinking is very important in web development. Okay, so this is logic. For example, I want only 3 columns. Okay, 3 columns. Okay, so now what will be the percentage for me for a 1 column?
30.
Yeah, not 30, 33.3333. Okay, so this is the logic, but in a web page, that 100% is called 12 columns. Okay, that 100% is 12 column. Now if I want 4 columns, what will be the value of 1 column? Yeah, let me tell you once again. So 100% is the total value. Okay, when I told that, you told like the 4 columns will be the 25% 1 column. So 25% into 4 is equal to 100. Okay, now I am asking you the total value becomes instead of 100, 12. Okay, the total value is 12. So that is the value of the web page in the columns. 12 columns we can split in a, yeah, the web page can be splitted as a 12 columns. Okay, 12. Now what is the column number for 1 column? What is the value? If I want
9.33.
no, 1 second, guys, I am 1 second, guys, please. Yeah, sorry guys, many calls. Actually, it was the one of the urgent call. That is why. Yeah. So my question is now total value is 12 columns. Okay, 12. Just consider it as 12. So in this 12, if I want to have 4 columns, means how many 4 columns I can have? For example, the 1 column value will be how many? How many? How much is that?
3.
It
3
will be
of them.
3. It will be 3, correct. So 4 into 3, 12. If I want to have 3 columns, means my column number will be 4.
Oh,
Okay. Do you understand?
yes.
Yeah. So now I come to my coding. Okay. So here what I have, how many columns I have here? 1 column. Okay, this is 1 column. One div is 1 column because in the class it has been called as a column. Calls. Okay, so this is the code. Actually you just forget even this. Okay, just only one div tag. Okay, so with the class call sm4. Okay, so similarly how many divs are there? 3 divs are there. Okay, 3 divs are there. Now I'm just running this content. Okay, bootstrap, what is that? I need to write a local host and then slash pages bootstrap .html. Okay. Guys, is this looking fine? Is this aligned? Is this structured? Do you think?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you have to understand, okay, because you need to understand the difference between to write all the codes from the scratch in the HTML and CSS by writing our own scripting. So just we have called a few library functions, very simple 3 lines, okay, and then we have started and giving some divs. Under this container div, we have given some 3 columns under a row. The row will be the top one. Under that row, 3 columns are there. 1 column, 2 column, 3 column. For example, if I want to make that 4 column, what I can do is I can simply copy and simply I can paste it. But I need to change. Let's see now. Now I am just refreshing the page so you can understand. So the column is now actually column 1, 2, 3, and then this is the column number 4. Okay. So, but the column number 4 is coming in the second row. Okay. But that we don't want. We don't want that the column should not come under the second row, but the column should come in the first row itself as a 4 column. Then what we need to do is we need to do that the column 3. So the total value is 12. We need to separate it as 3, 3, and then 3, and then one final 3. Yeah, that's it. So 4 into 3, 12. Now if I refresh, I can get all the columns in the single row. Do you understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
I think is this amazing, right? Is this wondering within a short
sir, yes,
time we are building a web page. Now we can start working with the colors also. If you want to change the color, you can directly go and change. The background color is now gray. If you want to make it as black or red something, you can directly go and change everything. For example, yeah, I'm just going to, yeah, red or blue, whatever. So you know how to edit it. Okay, so you just go and edit anything. Okay, so you need to understand now what is the impact of a framework. So very short time after after completing the bootstrap, within 1 day you will develop one web page.
So it
Guys,
is like
do you have that confidence now?
yes, sir.
Yeah, someone try to ask some question, please.
So it is like column 3. You have written column 3. Can you explain once again that one?
Yeah, guys, actually, who is that? Zahira. Okay, no, not an issue. Let me explain once again. So that is why I told you a web page will be splitted totally 12 columns. Okay, maximum. So inside the 12 columns, we can split many columns. For example, wherever you go, the columns will be 4 or 5. Maximum 4 only the columns will be. Okay, so the value, you should start your div with a container tag. So it will be structured. Under that, you need to start with a row. Under that row, you should call multiple columns. That columns can be up to 12 columns. So you are having 4 columns. So on each and every columns, the value you are giving dynamically. For example, if you want 3 columns, you need to put 3 div with the value 4. Okay, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. If you want 4 columns, you need to use 4 div. This is the div number 1. This is the div number 2. This is the div number 3. This is the div number 4. So for all the 4 divs, you need to give the column number 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Total value is 12. Okay. So you will get all the 4 columns aligned in a single row.
It's like a default 12.
Yeah.
It's a default 12 columns.
Yeah, a web page will have 12 columns. Yeah.
Can't add more than 12.
More than 12 you can add, but the style will be collapsed.
Okay, sir. Okay, now I understand.
Okay, now you understand. Okay, so now we can find more elements in Bootstrap. So the columns, these are the columns. This is the one element of Bootstrap. Now, for example, I'm just going to a table. So yesterday, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, we have seen a table. Okay, so in Bootstrap, the same table you are going to have it. Okay, whatever we have written yesterday, the same table only you are going to have in Bootstrap also. For example, under this column, I'm under this container. I'm just inside the container I can put it. But the only one difference for the table which we created a day before yesterday and today, the only one different is the class. For example, table tag will be there, t head, tr, and then t body. Sorry, t, but not t body. T or tag. T body also we had, right? So all these tags are same. This is the basics of HTML. Okay, now nothing will change. But the only one thing is there additionally, class table. So I think you can remember day before yesterday we have written a class in the name of tab, and then we have written some styles for that particular table in our style sheet. Okay, so now the thing is, the table is a default function, default class function of a Bootstrap. It will be available inside the Bootstrap library. Okay, so simply you can simply what you can do is simply you can call this class as table in a table tag. For example, I am just removing this class so you can understand. So now how it looks like normal table. So yesterday we created a normal table, no? So that's way this is looking now. Okay, now I'm just adding that table class. How it looks like now, guys? How it looks like?
It's designed.
Very nice,
Yes.
very nice.
It's very nice and it's designed due to only one.
Organized, sir.
Yeah, it's very organized due to only one class table. So the behind the scene, the one class name table, for the table class, they have written some styles in the backend at the library. Do you understand now?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. So these are the things, guys, from the Bootstrap. Now we have started a web page using the Bootstrap. This is the day one class. Just we have started a Bootstrap introduction today. Okay. Tomorrow onwards, we can see many things like images and then buttons. Lot of, if you go to Bootstrap components, for example, Bootstrap, I'm just Bootstrap components. I'm just typing components. If I type Bootstrap components, lot of components are there. For example, not only icons. So here some icons are there. So here you can find drop down. So the drop down button with the styling, the navigation tabs, and then the breadcrumb, the alert messages, the alert styles, and then a lot of things are there, guys. For example, buttons. So if you see one by one, the bootstrap, for example, the button with the drop down coloring. So all these things are components of bootstrap. Okay, if we see one by one, we cannot go one by one because we don't have time. We need to move to the JavaScript, and then MySQL, and then PHP, and then Python, and then DevOps. We have to go for a long journey. Okay, so we cannot. So that is why in every class, HTML or CSS or bootstrap, I am just lifting you by giving some examples, and I'm just bringing you up, but you should do some exercises from your end. You should put some efforts additionally, then you can easily understand everything. Okay, so because 1 month is a very short time to complete all these things. Okay, so bootstrap has lot of things. Okay, so simply calling the bootstrap libraries, you can make a web page completely. Okay, definitely in the upcoming sessions, you will get to know about web page development. Okay, so these are the things today, guys. If you have any queries, you can ask. I think today's class was very useful about the bootstrap. If any comments, also you can tell me.
Sir, Bootstrap is a framework, and in that framework, you're using the libraries like CSS, JavaScript, and jQuery, right?
No, no,
Like
no.
this.
Bootstrap is a framework. The framework is providing some libraries. That libraries we are bringing into our web page as a includes. Just we are including those libraries in our web page.
Okay. If I want CSS library, means I can use only CSS library. I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
use JS and jQuery.
yes, 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 absolutely.
And how we can know that class name like container, and it is mandatory.
Ah,
You can
yeah,
open.
yeah, yeah. These are the basic things. Yeah, if you refer bootstrap documents more and more, you can get to know what are all the default classes are there, how to use all those classes. Okay, but container is the basic class. Container, row, class, row, columns, these are the very very fundamental for the structuring.
Okay. Like after
Okay,
container, it will be the row. It's not like that, right?
no, it is not like that. Container will be the primary one. If you want to have some rows, you need to use the row. Otherwise, you don't want to use the rows. You can directly, if you are going to use the table, then what is the use of row? You don't want to do the row.
Okay.
So
And
if you, for example, if you are going to bring some, for example, let's put some images. Yesterday we had some images, no? So for example, under this, I'm just giving some image. IMG SRC is equal to. So what was the image? Nature dot JPG. So now I'm just giving one image. For example, in your web page, you might have some 3 columns or 4 columns with the image. So in many websites, you can have this kind of thing. There will be in news website, for example, if you go any news website, there will be one image will be there. Under that image, some title will be there like column 1. Do you understand?
this
Yeah.
and it is same as it's we have React. React.js is a library or framework, sir?
Yeah, React.js is also a framework that is also has library React.js.
Okay. And Vue.js
Vue.js.
is also a library
Which
of
one?
like React.js. It is a framework and it has a React.js library. And
Yes,
Vue
yes, yes.
is a framework and it has a library.
I think I'm not sure. Vue, View, Vue. Because
Vue,
lot
Vue,
of WO. Huh?
Vue dot JS.
Yeah, yeah,
Vue.
yeah. Vue, yeah, yeah, yeah. Vue.js is also there. Yeah, Vue.js is there. OOJS is there. Lot of JS are there. All those are libraries of JavaScript only.
Okay, okay, okay. And
Okay.
Java.
Sir, can you show that the link?
Hello.
Yes, yes, sir. Can you show that link part, sir, where you put in the bootstrap link? You said there are
Yeah.
two methods, no, sir?
Yeah, yeah,
How
yeah,
can
yeah.
we do that?
Yeah. The second method, what you can do is you can just simply I do now. Once again, the same thing. So you can understand. Now I'm just removing these three things. Okay. I'm just removing these three things and saving my page, and I'm just refreshing. Now what it looks like. Okay. So now I'm just going and editing these three. For example, let's having this libraries in different page. So now I'm just copy and pasting this library here, and I don't want. Okay, external library. Yeah, I think bootstrap.min.js it's enough. Yeah, I don't want to call the external library. Now what I'm just doing is I'm just going and copy this bootstrap.min.js, and I'm just putting in my, where is that, pages. Yeah, here I'm just pasting it. Now I'm just going to the JS bootstrap.min.js. As of now, we don't have any JS, so even we don't want to include, but I'm just putting that. Okay, so now there are no external calls. All the files has been included internally. Okay, I'm sorry. So now I just do the refresh. Got it now? Have you got it?
Sir.
Yeah. So this is the methodology to, yeah. So the recommended way is to download the Bootstrap library and keep it in our application, and you can simply call it as a application. But and one more thing is there in the method of calling. For example, if you don't want to put it in the root, for example, so this is not good looking for all the files is we have placed in. So now what you can do is you can create a folder CSS.
That's like anything. You just check there, no?
So you can create a folder CSS. You can create a folder like JS. So the so the CSS file you can place under the CSS, and then the JS file you can place under the JS. Okay. So now what you can do is you can just change. Guys, those who don't talk, please put mute yourself. I'm sorry. Who is that? Could you please put mute yourself? Yeah. So what I'm just doing is I'm just changing my path of the library file. For example, CSS slash bootstrap.min.js, and then JS slash bootstrap.min.js. Okay, I am just now saving it. I am just now refreshing it. Okay, so now you can just simply recheck. For example, I have done some mistakes. CSS1, JS1. I have done some mistakes. For example, even I didn't notice that. Now you are yeah, you are refreshing. The style is not loading. So simply what you can quickly check is you can just put the control U, control source. And here you can just click the bootstrap.css directly. So it will say that not found. So you can easily understand that your file is not found. The path is incorrect. So if you are giving the path CSS1 instead of CSS1, if you are giving CSS and hitting that, you will get the library. So this is the all the default styles. We have already written some styles now yesterday. So all those kind of styles with n number of classes. For example, dot button danger, dot btn danger is a class. For that class, they have given color white, background color, some border, something. So for each and every classes, they have given n number of styles. What we need to do simply, we need to put a HTML tag and we need to call the correct class. If we call the correct class, we will get everything. For example, yeah, if I'm just correcting my path instead of CSS1 and JS1, I will get my page with the exact styling. Okay, these are the things, guys, today. If you have any queries, you can ask me, else we can leave. We can, I think, hope you can understand we are going in the right track towards the web development. Hope you understood today's class. I think, yeah, it's fine for today. Let's continue tomorrow. Yeah, not tomorrow, it will be Monday, right?
Okay. Sir, we can
Yeah.
edit the bootstrap classes, colors, styles.
Yeah, you can do because all the sources in your, for example, if you are calling the external source, you cannot edit in their website. But now the source is in your hand. So the source is, for example, bootstrap or JS or CSS. You can simply directly you can open. Yeah, it's not opening, so I need to open with edit with something. Yeah, if you have the editor that Adobe Dreamweaver or Sublime Text, whatever the editor, you can open in that editor. It will be very clear. You can find the exact class and you can change everything, whatever if you want. But the default bootstrap style, it will be the standard one. Even you don't want to change the colorings, but if you want, you can change the colors. And also one more thing, apart from the default classes, if you want to write any custom colors or custom styles, you can give your own classes and you can give your own styles. That is also possible. Okay, either we can use the bootstrap styles or our own styles. Okay, but to quickly build a web page, bootstrap is a framework that helps us a lot. Okay, I think it's very clear, crystal clear today. If you have any important queries, you can ask.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, guys. I will send the recordings of till the 5 classes, including the induction, the day 0. Totally six sessions happen. All the 6 sessions will be. We will send to those who don't attend the classes. We will send it to them today night or tomorrow morning. Okay. I think, yeah, if any doubts, you can ping in the Teams or WhatsApp group tomorrow. If required, we will connect in the weekend. If it is not required, we will just proceed on Monday as usual, our regular class. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you.